Hi, everybody. It is Mary Beth Haynes with the Power of Pets, and I am honored and grateful to be connecting with you right here, right now, in this video. In today's video, what I want to share with you is some tools and some strategies on healing from the loss of a pet. You know, I'm actually getting ready to speak at a children's event that's coming up in another week or so, and I'm going to be speaking to parents and caregivers of children and helping them heal. And part of the things that I'm going to be talking about is that a lot of times when a death of a pet occurs, how there are things that we can do that can help us in feeling better and in healing. And in this particular talk and presentation that I'm doing, it has to do with children. And as I was thinking about some of the things that I wanted to talk about, I thought, you know what? This strategy that I'm going to be sharing can absolutely be done for adults as well. And the reason why I wanted to share it with you in this video today was because I actually had the experience of doing this yesterday, and it brought me a lot of healing myself. And so I wanted to take a few moments and connect with you and come together and unite like we do in the Power of Pets community, where we stand arm in arm in arm beside each other and unconditionally support each other all the way. This little guy here, for those of you who know my story, this is Kitty. Kitty and I were like this. He was my little boy. Speaking of children, I don't have physical human children with skin. My husband Troy and I, we have furry children, and Kitty was one of our furry kids. And Kitty passed away actually on Christmas Day, December 25th, 2011. So if we take a look at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, that was 5 years ago, because we're coming up to Christmas, December 2016. So 5 years ago, my little guy passed away. 5 years ago, I held him in my arms and I said my last goodbyes to him. My husband Troy and I said how much we loved him, and we said to him, and we thanked him for being in our lives and all of his many gifts. And we told him that we would see him again sometime, someday. And as he passed away peacefully in my arms, I hold that in my heart forever. And 5 years later, I still am having times where I am sad, where I am crying, where I feel sorrow, and all of these things that come along with healing. So I wanted to share with you today one thing that I did yesterday, 5 years later, that has helped me in my healing journey. And I share this with you in hopes and trust that it might help yours. You see, Kitty became a senior. And as he became a senior, he needed some supports. One of the supports, because we let Kitty sleep in our bed with us, was how to jump up on the bed, because he would have arthritis and he couldn't jump as high. And we wanted to set him up with the right support. So we actually had some stairs. And we actually inherited these stairs from a wonderful friend of mine. Her husband built the stairs. They were solid wooden stairs, and he put carpet on them. They were really nice, handmade. And they gave them to us when Kitty came to live with us. And so Kitty and Mr. Mushi, of course, our other little furry guy, used these stairs for many years. And one of the things that I share with people on one of the tools that can help in healing is to collect the items of the things that your pet had and ask yourself, do I want to keep this? And if I do, that's fine. But the other question would be is if I don't want to keep this, what can I do with it? And in these instances of these stairs, I actually found a beautiful home for them. These stairs that my little guy walked up and down many times in order to get up and down in our bed, are now have been given to a three-legged cat so that he can get up on his owner or his pet parent's bed. And it touches my heart knowing that not only are these stairs being used by this beautiful cat that is now using them, but that I was able to gift them in Kitty's memory. So do you see what my message is here today? It's what can you do? Is there anything or any items that your pet has had that you are still holding on to and are ready to perhaps donate or give to another animal in need? I cannot explain the feeling it gives knowing that it was because of my little guy Kitty that these stairs are now helping a three-legged kitty in another home. So what are some things that you might have? And of course, you need to be ready. You don't want to start giving things away if you're not ready. We hold attachment to things, especially physical things, because they're tangible. They're things that we aren't yet ready to let go of. And the stairs, I came to the point 5 years later that I was ready to let go of those stairs. And now another little guy, a cat, a three-legged cat, is now able to get up on his bed because of Kitty's stairs. So I share this with you, and I will leave this video with you asking you this question. Are you ready to take the next step in healing? And if you are, does this question and the act of giving something to another in need in your animal's memory something that makes sense to you? And if it does, I invite you to give it a try. What do you have there? Could be toys, it could be things like the stairs, it could be for seniors, sometimes there's things that like lifts to help them so that they can eat up on a higher shelf than having to put their neck down. What is it that you might have that another animal in need could really use? And again, you would be doing this and gifting it to them in your pet's memory. I leave this with you. I leave this thought with you to think about, and I hope that it can open your mind to feeling some joy out of the sorrow that you might be experiencing from the loss of your pet. We can't bring our pets back. We wish we could. But what we can do is we can celebrate their memory. And by doing this is one way that we can do that. This is Mary Beth Haynes signing off and looking forward to the next time we connect together.